Hi you guys. So it's been a while. Yeah, I want to talk about some different things I'm planning to do in not so long, hopefully. I was on YouTube last night checking out Lollipop26 is her channel, and she had this review about lash enhancers, or products that make your lashes grow longer and become fuller and blah 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 blah. And she was talking about all these high-end brands and talking about she hadn't tried out the cheaper brands. Now, I have never heard that you could get a product like this. I don't know if it's just me living in this little bubble or what. I mean, I'm a makeup artist and I haven't heard of this product, I don't know, I'm sorry, but I haven't. But now I have. So what I did is she recommended a couple of cheaper brands that she'd heard about, and so I've just ordered some on eBay. So I will be doing a review of that as soon as I get the product home, which will be in a couple of weeks, I'm sure. And then I need to check it out for, she said, like, expect something to happen like after 6 weeks. So most likely in like 3 months I'll do a review of that. Just want to let you guys know. Okay, well, that's one thing. Second of all, we just got this new foundation in MAC. Most of you have probably heard it from the Well Defined collection. Studio Sculpt Foundation and Studio Sculpt Concealer. And what I have tried so far, I really like the foundation. I'm not too sure about the concealer though, but I'm going for an update in 2 days, Thursday, the 12th. So yeah, it is the 12th on Thursday. Yeah, so I'll be going for update and hearing about what's coming in MAC the next 3 months, and I'm pretty sure I'll be hearing some more about that foundation because actually we haven't been told anything about it. We just have it on counter now. So, but it's only on counter for like 3 days before we go to this update, but still. So I will be going to update, learning a bit more about the Studio Sculpt foundation and concealer, so I can let you guys know if you have any problems or questions or anything with the new product. And I will do a review of that as well when I've tried it out for a couple more days. So far, what I can say is I like the texture of the concealer. I mean, it's really nice. It's like a gel, and it feels really soft on the skin. The only issue I have so far, and let me just say I've only tried it today, so, and I didn't wear any powder to set it with also, so, just keep that in mind. But what I experienced today is I kind of felt like it kind of glided off my face. Can I say that? I don't know. Sometimes my English is just, so bear with me. But, yeah, but I really like the foundation. I've been trying it out for 2 days now, and I think it's the shit. I mean, it's really good. Especially, for somebody like me that loves face and body foundation, which I think is really good foundation. Especially if you have dry skin like me, and I have enormously dry skin. So, and the Studio Sculpt foundation is also really good for dry skin. It doesn't show up, those dry patches that you can easily see through your foundation because, yeah, your face has to be really well balanced for you to get a perfect finish. But with Studio Sculpt foundation, I actually think you get that flawless look even though you have really dry and flaky skin. But I'll do a proper review when I've tried it out for a couple of more days and tried it with powder on top and not, and use the primer underneath and not, and all these things that I really want to do before I feel I can talk a bit more about it. Yeah, and then I would also really like to do a brush, not review, but more just show you guys my brushes and talk about them, tell you what I use them for, what I think you can use them for, and do a little starter manual brush thing, where I say what brushes I think you should get from MAC. Let me just say to all of those of you in America that you guys are complaining a lot about MAC prices. let me just say that here in Europe, the prices are like, I wouldn't say double because I'm not 100% on that, but the prices are so much higher here in Europe, so you got it good in the States. Just keep that in mind. I know that compared to other brands in your own country, you know, it might be expensive, but compared to how much it costs here, it's nothing. And you know, I'm willing to pay the amount, and I think everybody else is also, because you know, you get what you pay for, which is really good quality. There is something I just want to say about MAC brushes. And this is something that has been annoying me for quite some time. I keep hearing people talk about MAC brushes, why they're so expensive, and the only thing they mention is because they are handmade. Can I just tell you guys that MAC has something called cruelty-free beauty, and which means that no animal should suffer because you need your brush. No animal should suffer because of that. So just keep in mind, if you buy a cheap brand brush with real hair, if you're somewhat concerned about how the animals are treated, where the hairs come from, I would say rather have one brush where you know that the animals have been treated well and everything is okay, than have 10. But you know, that's just me. I'm like a really animal friendly person, and I start to cry when I see something happening bad to animals around the world. So, but that's just me. But let me just say that within MAC, normally when you make makeup brushes, or that's what some brands do, I don't know how every brand does it, but normally what they do is they cut the hairs off the animals and leave them with no hairs on their body. You know, not really animal friendly, is it? MAC, what they do, they have this huge farm where they have all these animals that the hairs come from, and they comb them through several times a day, and the hairs that fall down on the ground are collected. So obviously that's going to cost a lot more money than just to cut the hairs off and let them grow out again, you know. So the whole process of all this with the brushes is so much more expensive than if you just didn't give a fuck about the animals and just, you know. So I would, and of course they're also handmade, but I think what's most important is where the hairs come from, how the animals have had it. Because if you look around, and the sad thing is that animal cruelty is one of the really big issues for me anyway right now, and it's getting worse and worse, and so if you can do anything, just a little bit, tiny thing to do your part, I would say you should. And then not have as many brushes. Yeah. So anyway, that was just my little thingy, but I will be back really soon and doing some more videos, hopefully. I will try and kick myself in the ass and get up and do it. Okay, so thank you for tuning in once again, and I'll see you all soon.